Hi guys, I'm Wackly Nailed It. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a 3D rose. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Well, I've already filmed it, so I already know I did it ish. I am a newly qualified nail technician with a passion for nail artistry, and today I am trying something that I have seen and had a little go at in the past, but I thought let's share it with you and any hints and tips that anyone's got for me as a newly qualified nail technician, I am more than willing to listen to, so I am here for it today, darlings. I'm really excited. Should we get into this? So I'm coming in with my favourite tip of all time. It is the Extreme Coffin Tips using the Glitterbels Effortless Adhesion Tip. The tips are from Glitterbels as well. Obviously, I use all Glitterbels stuff. That's who I trained with at their academy in Stoke-on-Trent back in March, I think it was. I have a full-time job, so I've just been trying to learn in between. This is a little tip someone said to me. Waft the tip. Waft, is that a word? I don't know. It'll just help the glue set a little bit as you come and place this on the end. Now, watching this back, I didn't get close enough to the end of this nail, did I? But hey ho, that's fine. I'm coming in with my clippers and I'm actually chopping this down. Now, you may or may not know, I am a massive fan of long nails. I keep it long. But I thought I'd go a little bit short with this one, so I'm just blending in those wings on my tip there. What I found is if you blend in those wings when you're doing an acrylic design, it's definitely going to help. Then I'm coming in with my glass slippers here. I'm just putting this down as a little base. This is really great if you're going to be redesigning an acrylic design look, if that makes sense. That's a lot of words right in there. But also I found, as I've been practicing, it really helped to kind of flow on the other acrylic that I'm trying to blend out. So I'm just going in, just placing that really close to the cuticle. I'm using my Glitterbels round brush in size 10. I'm quite new to this one, but I absolutely love it. It's very quickly become my favorite. Now, this is one of the new Glitterbels core powders that it is my favourite at the moment, definitely. So I'm just coming in. This is Pink Pearl. It's gorgeous. It was released a little while ago, and I hadn't really used it much. And then I started using it. Oh my gosh, this stuff blends. It's gorgeous. It's smooth. It's the best colour. It has just enough translucency to it. And I've actually got it on my nails at the moment. It just seems to sit against every skin tone so well, and it's definitely got more of that kind of flushed look to it. So like quite a kind of a flushed nail, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. But it's just so easy to use. Before this, I was a big sugared almond fan, which is a kind of more of like a nudie beigey kind of vibe to it. But I've really got into the pink. To be honest, a whole nail in this would be absolutely stunning. And I think if someone wanted like the perfect pink, it's like, it has a semi-translucency to it, but it has a lot of pigment in there as well. So yeah, I'm obsessed with it. So I just placed that into the cuticle, started to build my apex a little bit there. Feeling that I'm getting this kind of a little bit better with the smoothness of the application, or it might just be perfect pearl. It makes it so easy to do. So yeah, I'm just coming that down and then just taking and blending that down. This is just a really simple base that is going to help me kind of sit my 3D rose on top of. So I'm just blending that down, and then I come in with the most gorgeous rose gold vintage glitter in a second. Oh, now this is something someone told me. Can you see where I didn't quite get to the corners there? And that's obviously our weakest point, our stress area. It's the point where we need to make sure there's enough strength in there so we don't get any breaks in the nail. Someone told me if you pick up a small bead of acrylic, place it down onto your cloth or toweling that you have on the side, and then chop it, you get a drier consistency, and you can use it almost like a little bit like a polyfiller and just fill in the sides there. So you can see I've just used that technique just to make sure that we've got a lot of strength into the sides. This is adore, darling, adore. This gorgeous multi-mix rose gold glitter. It's definitely vintage. It's definitely it's got enough pinkness to it, but it's not over the top. And I love this idea of a kind of vintage rose feel to this. So It's a gorgeous kind of very classic. This would be great if you were going to maybe a wedding as a guest, or you could even have this as your bridal nails. It's kind of glamorous, but it's still got a lot of sophistication to it. So this is Adore. Oh, it is Adore Me. Adore me. And if you do adore me, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And also like, because I'm helping to grow this channel as much as I can. So I'm just using the tip of my brush there just to kind of keep it a 50-50 and keep quite a strong definition between the pink pearl and the Adore Me. Oh, look at that glitter. All that glitters. So now I'm going to encapsulate that with Glitterbels glass slippers. This is something that I have been working on and practicing and getting my consistency right. It's still not perfect. I find it much harder on longer nails, but just to encapsulate a tip like this, I actually feel like I've got it down a little bit, so I don't have to do hours and hours and hours of filing. You see, I'm just coming in. I did skip forward a little bit there, just because we all know what capping in clear looks like. / you don't want to see me do it because I'm so terrible at it, but I am a newly qualified nail technician, so any hints and tips that you've got from me, make sure you pop that in the comments below. I would love anything. Anyone that uses Glitterbels as well, I'm here for it. So filed and top coated here. You can see we've got that kind of 50-50 definition, and I'm going in with Snowdrops White. Now online, I saw that I had to make little croissant shapes, first of all. So this is the first time I'd used my Glitterbels 3D brush. I was very excited. I'm not gonna lie, very, very excited. So I'm just kind of pushing that out. I'm pushing that into that kind of petal shape. Again, this ends up being quite an asymmetric rose, and it doesn't have loads of petals. So it does end up kind of somewhere in between like a pansy and a rose, but I thought I'd put 3D rose because that's what it was meant to be. Oh look, too small, wipe it off. So yeah, we've taken that little piece off there because I didn't pick up anywhere near enough to create my croissant shape. I don't know why I keep saying it like that, but I can't help but say croissant. So yeah, as I go in, and you can see me just with the point of my brush, create that little crescent moon croissant shape. And then just as that starts setting up, I use the kind of body of the brush just to kind of flatten it out and keep it really kind of tight to the nail. I guess with these, we're not trying to build up too much bulk to the nail. We're just adding a little bit of like 3D detail. Just adding a little bit of 3D detail. So I've just gone in with another piece there, and I'm just creating my little croissant shape, and then flattening out with the body of my brush. You can see it's definitely a flower of types. I am not a horticulturist. I do not know my flowers. But I think this kind of works really well with this kind of 50-50 with the Adore Me and the Perfect Pearl colours. Now, I didn't know how to finish off the centre of this flower, and I was thinking, I don't have time to stop and pause and watch another video on YouTube, although I wish I did. So I kind of go into here, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sure if you're a new nail tech like me, you have 100 billion gems and glitters and things like that. And I thought, I've got these little tiny pearls that could perfectly just sit right in the center. So I kind of rush off and I go and get it. And I was like, I don't even know. So how am I going to place this down? And I thought if I just popped a little bit of the acrylic into the center of the rose there, I can get this little tiny pearl. Now, wait for this. Oh, dropped it in my hands. I've got these super fine tweezers, but these are tiny, tiny little like pearl buttons. And I thought if I just place that into the center, it would just definitely finish it off for me. So yeah, this is my kind of 3D rose with a kind of ombre glitter using obviously Perfect Pearl, Adore Me, Snowdrop White, glass slippers, and then just that little tiny embellishment. And it's a shorter nail for me, so I thought, let's try something a little bit different rather than having huge long talons, which is definitely my favourite. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video today. If you've enjoyed it, if you've got any hints and tips for me, obviously I cut out the filing and the top coating and the curing and everything today. But with the 3D stuff, if you've got any hints and tips for me, definitely let me know. I'm always here and totally up for it. I hope you enjoyed today. If you want to join me on my journey of learning and trying new things, make sure you hit that subscribe button and help me grow my channel by hitting that like button as well. I hope you've had a great time today, and I will see you soon.